Hi guys, welcome back to Irish Footy Vlogs. Welcome back to another prediction show. And this is a big one. We have the FAI Cup second round ties and we have the European ties that we're going to predict. Now this video is going to be out after the Shamrock Rovers match. So I'm going to give you my prediction, JP's prediction. By the time you see the video, you'll know the score. But I would have vlogged the Shamrock Rovers match against Vikinger at Tallaght Stadium by now. So go back and check that one out and get my thoughts on that one as well. JP isn't here today, but he's given me his predictions. So we'll get straight into it. The European fixtures first. I've gone for Shamrock Rovers to beat Vikinger by 1-0. JP has said the same thing, which is interesting. Now, I'm not going to talk much about this because obviously the match would have been played by the time this video is out. Moving on to the Conference League fixtures. He's gone brave, JP. He's gone for Derry City to turn it around, go through and beat Magpies by 3-0. I personally went for 2-1 Derry. I don't think they'll quite do it, unfortunately. St. Joseph's and Shells, we've both gone for Joseph's 0, Shells 0. I think we both feel that Shells will leak out a result and do enough and go through in the tie. So JP's been brave. He's gone for the 3 Irish teams to go through. I've gone for 2 out of 3. Which, as to say, isn't bad. But it'll be interesting to see what happens there, particularly in the Conference League ties, because as I said, the Shamrock Rovers match will be over by now, to be fair. By the way, I lead by 77 points to 71 now, so JP will be looking to hit back big time, won't he? Okay, so the ties in the FAI Cup. I've gone for Bohemians 1, Shamrock Rovers 2. JP has gone for Bohemians 1, Shamrock Rovers 2 also. Of course, Shamrock Rovers will be coming off the back of the game against Vikinger, but it is in Tallaght Stadium and they do have a bit of a break. They're obviously playing on the Tuesday, going to Dalymount Park. Now, Bowls, to be fair to them, Bowls have actually done quite well in Dublin derbies this year. It seems to be the games outside of Dublin derbies that they're let down in. Some of the best performances have come in Dublin derbies, believe it or not, this year. The likes of Shells away, for example. But I just think Rovers will leak this one out. Athlone Town and Ringmahon of Cork. I've gone for 4-1 for Athlone. I think they'll have a big win here. They've been playing very well, haven't they, in the first division this year. A lot of goals in their team. Joy to watch. Their manager Costello's done a fantastic job there, second in the league. Really doing well. Ebe is one to watch out for here for Athlone. Plenty of good players though. I think they'll win a 4-1. JP's gone for 3-0. The Louth Derby, and again, we might know what's happening with this in terms of will the game be behind closed doors on Friday or not? Could it be potentially moved on the Saturday? But we'll know by the time this video comes out. I've gone for Drogs 1, Dundalk 2. JP's gone for Drogs 1, Dundalk 2 as well. I just think with Drogs, they're likely to concede goals. Dundalk are playing a little bit better. I think they'll go into this game with a bit more confidence than Drogheda. If it's behind closed doors, especially, I think that will help Dundalk in this game. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Sligo Rovers take on Cove Wanderers. Yes, that's right, Cove Wanderers, not Cove Ramblers. I've gone for 6-0 for Sligo. Massive win for me. JP's gone for 3-0. I've gone for 6-0. They could overpower them here. They're playing very well, Sligo. 3 wins in a row in the league. Flying. Absolutely flying. Ellis Chapman, playing very well. Massive fine for them. Power. Warrawoo's on form also. Malin, not sure if he can play in this game. That's the only question. I'm not too sure if Malin can play in this game after getting suspended or sent off, I should say, against Bohemians. Neck are back in defence as well. They look really strong and I think they're in confident mood. They could be set for a big, big win in this game for me anyway. We don't know too much about these teams, to be honest, but I've gone for Ballyfermot 2, Leeds 0. JP's gone for Ballyfermot 2, Leeds 3. Maybe he thinks it's Leeds United. Who knows? Cork City and Finn Harps played in the league, of course, last week at Turner's Cross. Another brilliant goal from that man, Cahill O'Sullivan. I have a video coming out soon about him, by the way. Keep an eye out for that. But I've gone for another 1-0. I think Cork, they've won 5 games in a row in the league, by the way, but very solid defensively. Don't give too much away. Very difficult to beat. Harps won't be easy to beat, in my opinion, either. They're looking to secure a playoff place, really, aren't they? But it's a long trip for Finn Harps. JP's gone for Cork to win this one by 2-0. Galway United and Longford. Longford bottom in the first division, really, really struggling. I think Galway might give them a bit of a maul in here. I've gone for Galway United to win 4-0. In contention for Europe, of course, in the Premier Division. Had a good win against Waterford last time out. JP's gone for 3-0, so he's somewhere in the same lines there. Treaty United and Kilbarrack from Dublin. I've gone for Treaty to win by 3-1. JP's gone Treaty to win by 3-1 also, so we're both going the same there. I think the Limerick side should have too much. Tommy Barrs has obviously done a tremendous job at Limerick at Treaty, hasn't he? And they've punched above their weight for the last couple of years. They've been obviously in the League of Ireland. So for that reason, yeah, I think Treaty should have too much for them, and they should win this football match, I think. Waterford and Cockhill, both of us have gone for 5-0 wins for Waterford. Cockhill from Donegal, the junior cup champions. But I think even Waterford, even if they don't play their best 11, I think they'll have too much strength for them. You might see a couple of debuts from some of their newer players in this one. Maybe the likes of Shane Flynn, for example. But for me, Waterford 5, Cockhill 0. JP's gone 5-0 as well. Gorey and UCD. I was thinking a potential shock here, but I went against it. So I went for UCD. They're going to have too much, surely. They'll win by 3-1. In my opinion, they'll win by 3-1. They may not actually win by 3-1, but that's what I've gone for. JP has trumped me here, if you like. He's gone for 4-1 UCD. Just think UCD. They've tailed off a little bit in the first division. They're still looking to secure a playoff place, but they look like they were more likely to challenge Cork than anyone else. But they're obviously not second in the table now, but I think they'll get a big win here. Pike Rovers from Limerick and Middleton from Cork. I've gone for 2-0 Pike Rovers, and JP's gone... Sorry, my apologies. Yeah, we've both gone 2-0 actually. No, we have. We've both gone 2-0 Pike Rovers there. Bray Wanderers and Shells, an interesting one, the Carlisle grounds. This is the only one I personally see as a potential banana skin, because Shells travel obviously to St. Joseph's in Europe, and it's an away tie, and it's going to be warm over there, and it's a big tie for them. They won't be used to coming back and playing, after European ties, particularly as it's away from home. But I still think they'll do enough to eke out a result. I've gone for 2-1. It won't be easy though. And JP's gone for a slightly more comfortable 2-0 Shells win. Wilton and Carrigaline. I believe this is a Cork derby, in fact. I've gone for Wilton to win by 3-2, and JP's gone for 2-1 Carrigaline. Like, some of these are just pot luck. We don't know an awful lot about these sides, in truth. Cove Ramblers and Kerry. I've gone for 2-1 Cove, and JP's gone 2-0 Cove. Interestingly, Kelleher scored a hat-trick, the first ever hat-trick for Kerry FC in League of Ireland football, in the 3-3 draw the other week against Bray Wanderers. And Kerry have been significantly better, I think, this year than they were last year. Obviously not in the table. This could be tight. I wouldn't be shocked to see Kerry come away with a win here or something. But I do think Cove at home might just have a little bit too much. 2-1 for me, and as I said, JP's gone 2-0. Then the final one is another big one. It's Derry City and St Patrick's Athletic. I've gone for 1-0 Derry. JP's gone 2-1 Pats. Now, fully aware that Derry have a European game against Magpies as well. And they did get caught out a little bit when they played Pats last year. The Brandywell in the same situation, and drew 0-0, loss in penalties. And they've had a very good record against Pats this year, Derry City as well, beating them on 3 occasions in the league. So, yeah, I think I'm struggling to see where Pats get their goals from, basically, to be honest with you. I think Derry might just nick it, and they'll remember that game last year, and they might use the experience from it. JP's gone 2-1, which is a score that Derry have beaten Pats by before this season. So, yeah, that's what we've gone for. A lot of games there, so this could turn around. 77-71 to me. God knows what's going to happen this week. Wayside and Wexford. Wayside, another Dublin side. I've actually gone for Wexford to win 2-1. This is a potential banana skin as well, actually. And JP actually went for 3-1 Wexford. So, yeah, there are predictions anyway. Let us know what you think in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm just doing a quick little look here to make sure I haven't missed any more. I don't think I have. Let us know what you think. Give us a few predictions as well. And if you know anything about these non-league clubs, you might be from an area and watch some of these non-league clubs, I should say, as well. Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye bye.